Hello, everyone. This is Pearson here. Welcome to True Heart Believers. I think you gotta be quiet. I gotta be quiet. Anyways, I gotta get started today. I'm running a little late, and I gotta get started before. What do I gotta get started for? Let's see. Well, before I have to leave. So I ran a little bit behind schedule today, and hopefully I'm able to get a good, solid, almost hour in. We'll see. Maybe I'll have something to talk about. I don't know. Because I'm running late, I'm like a little bit like hazy on what I wanted to do. Because normally I always have something to. I have some sort of. What do I have? Let's see. We don't want that. Already off to a great start, everyone. So running late. Uh, yep. Already doing some silly stuff. Select that layer. That's really the funniest thing about this darn program is like I opened the layer, but that doesn't mean you selected it. It just means that you just opened it. And if you don't purposely select it, already I'm having issues because I didn't wake up on the wrong side of the bed, but I definitely woke up like kind of in the middle of it. So there's that. That's kind of slowing me down with my day-to-day type of thing. Getting kind of bogged down. So I got to catch up or try to. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what I get done. What I want to do today is we're going to start another layer and we're going to move into using a different brush. I got to see which one I want to kind of try out. Okay. I want to use this brush because it's got kind of like a toothy texture. And I want to give the skin a little bit more a little bit more of a toothy texture to it. We'll see how it works. I don't know if it's going to work the way that I want it to because I haven't done this. It's kind of weird changing like the um, the materials so late in the game. Like the lines are the type of brush so late, and so like there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve on how I'm using it because I haven't used this brush in quite a while. And I think I remember why. It's kind of it's a little bit more opaque than I expected. I don't know if I'm going to use this. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I might just stick with the airbrush. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. What is that? I'm just testing out like how I'm going to use this brush stroke or this brush to kind of really enhance the drawing. And so it's going to take a little bit of finagling on my behalf to kind of really dial it in, you know? I think what it might be really good for is kind of using it for like small areas to kind of add contrast that I wasn't able to get with the airbrush. I'm going to try doing that. Just to see what happens. And it might have to be very minute, like the small stuff places that I can really place it on. So like, I don't know, it might have to be just like a highlight thing. Yeah, it just might be it might just be a highlight thing. I'm going to delete that layer, just start a new layer, but we're going to continue on with the airbrush, and this time we're just going to do a section at a time. I think I'll use that textured brush for highlights for certain areas, but I'm not going to deal with it right now because I just haven't used it in such a long time that it feels weird to mix like brush styles, or I don't think it's good at this point to kind of mix brush styles, even though I thought I could. I think I'm going to have a little bit more complications than I expect, and I think that's going to slow me down a bit. So I don't want that to happen. I don't want like there to be like a slowdown, a bottleneck, because I decided to kind of change the visual like mode. So I think we're just going to use this session to work on her forehead, and then the next session I'm going to work on like maybe the one side of her eye, you know. And I can see like the hair being like the one of the last things I start working on because it's on top of the head, and I want the hair to feel like it's on top of the skull there, the head there. So I'm gonna really kind of dial that in a little bit later on. Yeah, so I'm running late today. I'm just I was doing some work in the office in my drawing studio, my beat laboratory, this room, right? And where I was drawing. Well, I wasn't drawing. This is my little area that I work in is also where I do a lot of other things. So this was this area that I'm drawing in. I was doing some little promotional stuff for this Thursday, and I was trying to get that all wrapped up. And then I just apparently I left my phone in here, and that also is my alarm clock. And because of that, I didn't wake up at the time that I normally wake, which, threw my whole day off. But we're here, and we'll hopefully get a good amount of work done, you know, and that's all we can ask for. We can't really ask for much more. You just got to keep chugging along. I think like the old me, like literally the old me would have may or may not have just went back to bed. Like I've missed it. I might as well just get my sleep. salvage what little sleep I have, you know. But the new me, the newer me, not the old me, well, I'm older now, but like the new me is like, you know what? We're gonna try to get something out of this night, out of this morning. We're gonna try to get a little bit out of the day, even though we missed it. We missed them. We missed the peak hours, of course. We missed it. There's nothing you can do about that now. You can only focus on the now and try to make something, making something of it, you know? And that's all you can really do is just try. So I'm adding a little bit of like green here, just for like some cool color. You know, you just can't. I I used to get like so I don't know about like angry, maybe angry and frustrated that I wasn't able to get the stuff that I wanted done in the day. And then I found out that I would just squander it because I was so angry. I would make these excuses for myself, like, well, it doesn't matter now. Like I missed the window, you know, and I've always tried to, you know, because I was so OCD with it. Like I had to have it. I had to, it had to be at that specific time, you know. I couldn't make any, you know, couldn't make any changes. So if I missed it, I wouldn't do it, you know. I just say, I'd be like, well, it's done. We're done today. So it's going to call it a day, you know. And it just, it made things worse. It made me, um, I guess, angrier or more frustrated because then not only did I not get to the get done what I wanted to get done, I didn't get any of it done because I was so involved with myself and my and I guess so preoccupied with the notion of getting it done, getting a activity or a goal or a drawing or an image done or getting things done at a specific time that I didn't want it to like I didn't want to take into account that I might miss my my alarm clock or I might forget something or there might be other things that I have to deal with for that day that will basically take away uh, basically pull my attention for the day, you know. And I was just so stubborn, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm not stubborn. Maybe it was. I don't know. You know, it's just one of those things that I wish I had done better, but what are you gonna do? Just got to you got to focus on the task, the day at hand. You know, you got to focus on the tasks that you have for that day, and then just try to accomplish them. You know, sometimes you hit with 10% accuracy, sometimes you hit with 80%. Like yesterday, I think was like a pretty good 80%, 90% accuracy. 90% accuracy. Today might be 75%. I might be able to wrangle it up a little bit. I might be able to dial it in later a little bit, probably in the evening, you know, maybe a little bit around noon. I don't know. So we're just gonna have to take it easy and just take it moment by moment, you know. Hope things kind of pan out. People like some people say, you know what, you shouldn't hope. You should be like, why is it flipping around like that? You should be more assertive or whatever. I'm not really saying anything right now. Kind of like kind of went into like a little trance, I guess. I guess yeah, I just kind of zoned out, started focusing on drawing and really trying to. I think what I was thinking about was like, where's my exit point? When do I start moving into more finer details? Like, I am kind of doing that slowly but surely. And I was just zoning out and I was thinking about like, what day officially would be a good day to kind of like really, really officially, what day would be the day that I can move into details. And I think it might be, gosh, I don't know. I don't even know. I think I was thinking, like, is it Friday, Thursday? If if I had got my full session in today, I'd probably have a better idea of where that when I would be moving in and kind of moving into the final stages. And maybe right now I'm just kind of in this position, this area where I'm like, I'm maybe subconsciously I'm in this like I'm doing like a safe zone where I am working on it, but I'm not working on it. I'm trying to decide if that's the case. Like I'm just kind of hovering around in the safe zone, meaning that like even it's moving, meaning that it's like moving forward, but I'm not. I don't want to take it to that next level, or I don't feel confident in that confident enough to kind of go towards the final stages. And I think that might be what I'm doing. And maybe I just need to make the jump, and go with it, you know. Maybe once I put those final layers on, or those texture layers on, it will make the skin feel more realistic, which will also show like you'll make it feel more like the skin as opposed to the airbrush feel. So I might be in that position now. I don't know. It's just something I'm just kind of teetering, thinking about, and wondering whether just wondering when it's going to be time kind of move in and start working on those smaller areas. And in fact, I think probably the fact that I'm working on sections now is a good indicator that I'm getting closer. But it's still got I still got a lot more to do. Still got a lot more to do. You know? Yeah, so this session I'm just going to be drawing on the forehead, 4 minutes of the forehead, and then another. I'm going to do the last section to kind of work on not the eyes, but around the eyes. So, like the cheeks, the cheeks. And I might be at that stage where it's time to move towards those details. I think I got a good. It's starting to feel pretty good. I don't know. It's just you just kind of keep dialing it in, keep working on it, and then just build up those layers. I think that's one of the keys, one of the key things that I've found that's been really helpful for these drawings is working on those layers and just building them up slowly but surely. Of course, the progression is not as good as good as I could have done it, but I'm learning with this airbrush and how I can use it. And I think it's going to look more real when I start adding the harder edges on the eyes and eyebrows, and that's going to help quite a bit. I probably need to, I think I got the good soft transitional tones on a lot of these areas, but probably what I need to do next is really add hard edges to the highlights in areas that need them. Highlights and darker spots. I've been very, I think I've been pretty vague with the hair as of like right now because I don't know why. I think it's at a place that's okay to leave, and then I think I'll be spending like a set amount of time specifically on the hair. So knowing that is key. So that really helps me. That helps me think through this because if I know that I don't need to do a lot on the hair because there's not a lot of information there, and I don't want to go like I just don't want to start adding information there, just add it. And what I mean by information, I mean detail, right? I don't want to start adding details when there's not a lot of like details for me to like add because it's all in cast shadow. There's a few highlights, yeah, I agree on that, but it's not like it's so I'm playing a little bit more with like the color now, especially the green. So today I'm kind of seeing like yesterday I was talking about how I'm not seeing colors, but I'm seeing value pretty good. I'm seeing like the tonal shifts a little bit pretty good. Today, I'm kind of seeing the exaggeration of colors a little bit more. I'm seeing the tonal change, but it's not as pronounced. It's not like boom in my face. Here's the tonal change. It's more like I'm seeing. So that's the timer, which means I'm gonna slowly move down. Oh, you kidding me? I had a feature on and I didn't even know it. I'm gonna have to do something right quick. I had a feature on that showed um, that great. I'm gonna delete all of this stuff right now. Yep. Yep. See that? I had like the like the bilateral symmetry or the symmetry feature on, which was doing the same thing on the bottom. Like gosh, I was like, I noticed that line just after the fact, and I was like, what is that? You know, that's so we gotta delete it. I don't need that kind of noise in my life or in my drawing life. I can't believe I did that, but you know, I can actually. Look at those undertones, flats. Did I have these flats? Okay. Yeah, I had like that darn silly feature on there. Why did it do that? I didn't click on it. Yeah, man. Mornings. What are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Best laid of plans, your mornings, right? So now I've kind of worked on the forehead for a little bit. I think it's getting to the point where like I can see I don't need to keep working on like I want to keep working on it, but like it's getting to a point where I'm gonna do a few more sessions of just airbrushing. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Like it's probably gonna be go time around Thursday or Friday on the final details. Unfortunately, I wish it was earlier, but it's just one of those things. And I did it again. This silly little thing. I just wanted to move this so it's lower. But no. No, you didn't want me to do that. You just wanted to. Okay, time for the cheek. Ah. In 43 seconds, but I'm just going to start now. Just going to start now. And I'm going to work on it until about 8:05. and that'll put me at 2 sessions. And if I get 2 more in it by today, I'll be happy. I'll be a happy camper, but I don't know if that's going to happen, you know. But we're gonna play it by ear. We'll play it by ear, that's for sure. Let's see what we can get done and hope for the best. Yeah, we're gonna play it all by ear. And then, yeah, we're just gonna play it by ear to see how we can get this going. So I'm just going to be working on the cheeks, you know, the cheek areas, just kind of moving pigment around, trying to play it around with the transitional tones. And if I find any color that I think is important, I'll put it in there. So just subtle things I'm working on right now. Yeah, just subtle little bitty spots. Yeah, just working on it, and we're gonna see what happens. Story of my life. We're just gonna see what happens and hope that, like, everyone's like, oh, you gotta grab it, like you gotta, you gotta, you control your destiny. I'm like, I agree a little bit, right? But you know, you don't control if there's gonna be a wreck on the road and you're gonna be late, right? Just like I can control this pretty good, but like, you know, there's always going to be a level of like heavy accidents, I guess. So I'm going to add a little bit more purple here. You know, just a little bit of a purple because I see some kind of happening there. And I'm going to not necessarily double down on it, but just you know, make it a little bit more pronounced. And I think I need to make this area just a little bit kind of connect it a little bit more. So I might be at that point. I think when all is said and done, after I do the session, like I do a once over, get every section drawn out on her. Uh, I might be. I've been kind of. I need to spend a session where I work just on the ear, and probably just on the ear and earring, maybe 2 sessions on that, because I've been kind of ignoring it, and it looks kind of foggy. And we need a. we need to. really get that in there. Like we really need to do that. Kind of dial it in a little bit. So I'm exaggerating some of the lights here. I find it's helpful to kind of exaggerate tones a little bit, so it gives it that feeling of realness, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I've been given like a... So I noticed that like this shadow is a little bit red, more red on the bottom, and needs to be a little bit darker. The top is kind of purplish, so I might move to like a purple tone here as it goes up. It just needs to be darker, more purple and red on these in certain areas. So I think that helped a little bit. Yeah. Just weird tweaks. That will, that through time, make significant changes to the composition, to the drawing. You know, it's not bad. Not a bad deal. Maybe I might need to spend a session just working with the nose. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's not apparently clear what, like, where I need to be spending time on because they're all, because I've brought up the drawing, like, I brought it up at roughly like the same level speed, meaning that like the detail level in every area is pretty much similar. So there's no area that's kind of left behind. Although, as I said, I think the ears and the ear ring, maybe parts of the neck, but the neck had a little bit more TLC than the ears and earring. Could be addressed a little bit more. I probably need to exaggerate the. I'm gonna probably exaggerate the underneath of the nose, simply because it's gonna help um, with the image. It's gonna help project make these areas feel a little bit more real. You know, so it makes it feel like it's projecting forward. So I'm probably gonna lie about that. And I kind of did, so there we go. So it turns out that this drawing session is not on the cheeks. It's on the cheeks, but it's not on the cheeks. It's kind of like a little bit here, a little bit there. You know, just doing things that are gonna add significant changes over time. And I think the reason why I'm not just focusing straight on the cheeks is because I think it's pretty good. Like, it could be better, of course, but I think it's pretty good. Like I could add a little bit here, you know, add a little bit right here. Of the tones, but you know, maybe this needs to be a lot brighter. Maybe we do like maybe exaggerate those tones a little bit, just to maybe I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, so I'm not talking because I'm kind of like just, I guess I'm just in a zone, you know? I'm just, I'm really focused on some of these things. They're kind of entrancing me, you know? Like I'm seeing certain things and just really, like for a brief moment, I saw a little bit of like pink on the cheek here, and I wanted to kind of show it. You know, that's what I typically do is like I'm drawing and then I notice an ever so subtle tinge of something. It's ever so subtle. And then I try to put that in there, you know, like just a small little color that wasn't there that I didn't notice until that very moment, you know. And so that's what's happening. and that's why I haven't been like saying much. I think also my mind is elsewhere. It's it's in a different place. It's just kind of like, hey, hey, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing, dude. Leave me alone. Like, dude, you got to draw. I'm like, I am drawing. I'm drawing. Stop telling me what to do. No, but it's kind of like my mind's wandering. Not necessarily wandering anywhere. It's just kind of It's like not it's not present. I guess is a weird way of saying it. Like I'm here, but like my mind is not necessarily thinking of anything. Like it's not holding on to some of the like any thoughts, and it's a good point to be in because it means I'm just really focusing on these subtle little things that I wasn't noticing before, and I'm trying to stay in that place. And I feel that if I feel that the talking was slowing it, was taking me out, and it is kind of to an extent right now. You know, it's kind of taking me out of that mind space. So I got 9 minutes, and then that's it. And then I got to hop, skip, and jump. Hop, skip, and jump to work. Yay! We're off to work. So just going with the flow. Just going with the flow, you know? And hoping that the outcome looks good. And it's turned out pretty good. I still think I probably could push this more of a dark red on just a little bit, just like a really intense dark red on the edge here to really push that contrast, you know? Maybe I can make this darker and a little bit more vivid and put a little bit, you know, just a little dot. You know, it's right here. Just to express it a little bit more. I don't know if this is dark enough. So I'm trying to darken it, but also take away the saturation because it's not it's not that colorful over in this area right here. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna blend it, a little blending here. So this is some things that I've never really been doing, which is sometimes moving in between the blending mode, the blending tool, and the airbrush. You know, that's something I've never really been mindful of up until recently. You know, I just don't do it that often. So it's a new things that I'm playing around with and just trying to get it trying to get it to where I need to get it. And it's just subtle things. I know I said it was supposed to be like it's supposed to be I don't know what I was gonna say. Don't know. Yep, it's looking good. I only have a few more minutes left before the end of the session. 3 minutes. You know, I'm cutting it close because I gotta save and get going real quick. Just like grab my coffee and go. Yeah, it's just small things. Very just got to be patient and just keep plugging away at it. Not worry about whether it's right or wrong. I think you get more anxiety if you do that. You just got to focus on like thinking about, is this the action, like the proper action, and is this the right way, or is this the next thing that I need to be putting on here? You know, even like subconsciously, I guess. So you just got to keep doing that stuff. Mm. And eventually it'll come out. It's got to come out. It will all it will be all right. It's going to be all right. You know, it's going to be all right. All right, that is it for the day. I gotta save it. It's okay. I'm not too displeased. I'll probably feel a little bit more content when I see it a little later or something. Like if I get to draw on it later, I'll be more content. Like, oh, that's not bad. But I think I got to think about this week and how the drawing's going to play out. You know, not bad. Things are starting to look good. Yeah, I'm not displeased with what's happening. I think certain areas could be kind of looked into, like maybe this could be dealt with. Maybe I could do something real quick. I don't think I should though. Just wanted to make this seem a little bit more, a little bit more together. But then again, we're getting into like really small variables. You know, of course, it could be a little bit better. I don't really know. Thing is, I don't want to keep messing with that area. Um, Not at this moment. I'll keep it like that. You know, we'll keep it like that and see what happens. And then we're going to, I think I need to work with the eye a little bit. It looks kind of weird, right? This rear eye, the rear eye, the back eye looks okay. There's, I've exaggerated too much that it looks kind of weird. Um, so I got to fix that. I got to smooth it out a little bit. But the front eye looks pretty good, like parts of it. So I got to make the front eye kind of match. I got to make the back eye kind of match the front eye. But that's it for the day. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to try to do more sessions later this evening, but I don't think I'll get to it. Just forget. Real honest, I don't think I'm going to get to working on that. Um, I just don't think I will. Anyways, I got to get going. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Appreciate all of you.